A new venue for the Australian Grand Prix here today in Melbourne in 1996. It's Jacques Villeneuve on his debut on pole, then Damon Hill. Irvine, who has stalled. Irvine has stalled off the grid, and that is not good for Ferrari because Irvine has had such an impressive debut in qualifying, but it's not happening now. Michael Schumacher takes advantage, moves up into third place. Irvine is out of the race, and Jacques Villeneuve leads the Australian Grand Prix down into turn 3 with Damon Hill behind him, then Michael Schumacher, then it's jeanalesi, Mika Häkkinen and Gerhardberger I think got stuck behind Irvine's stalled car. He's running now, but it has enabled Mika Salo in the Tyrrell to get up into 6th place, and he is going to have to fend off Rubens Barrichello's Jordan, and then you've got the footwork, I believe, of Jos Verstappen with Gerhardberger behind him in 10th place at the moment. But it is those two Williams that are running 1-2, and Damon Hill will try to put some manners back on Jacques Villeneuve because Villeneuve has come in and he has made an instant impact, and he is looking absolutely spectacular in that Williams. Could it be a debut victory for Jacques Villeneuve? Hill briefly looking at Villeneuve, but then had to suddenly pull in to cover off Michael Schumacher. So that is how the race is looking. It is the two Williams with a bit of a cameo from the world champion, but he's not in a Benetton anymore, Michael Schumacher. He may well find it tricky, and at the moment he is having to focus and give attention defending off jeanalesi in the Benetton because Alesi is right there. And here comes Hill. He is going to have a look at Villeneuve, but has to sit in behind, and Jacques Villeneuve continues to lead here in Melbourne as Damon Hill continuing to look for a way to attack his teammate. But these Williams got to be careful scrapping because they could let Schumacher and even jeanalesi into the picture as Damon has another look there. But again, nothing doing. Jacques Villeneuve is looking calm and confident. This is really strong debut for him, and he's only got a lap to go already. Hill and Schumacher now playing the mind games with each other because Damon is trying to stop Michael getting through, but Michael, they're both moving around, but Hill covers it at turn 1, but that certainly doesn't help Damon with trying to get after Jacques Villeneuve. And unfortunately, I think it's the second Williams car, and under pressure from the Ferrari, Damon's race is a little bit compromised at the moment, and Schumacher again having a look, but Damon pulls across, and that move I think is as much to protect the Williams 1-2 as it is to attack Jacques Villeneuve. And Salo still holding on from Barrichello, but I think that Jordan is now beginning to close. Damon Hill still looking for a way to pass Jacques Villeneuve, but nothing doing yet. And Michael Schumacher the same in 3rd place, trying to just balance it so he can stay closer to those Williams than he is to being pressured by jeanalesi behind him. Lacey has now fallen into the clutch to Mika Häkkinen. A bit as Hill comes for a serious look. This was the opportunity for Damon Hill, but he's not been able to make it count. And Michael Schumacher now back on Hill's tail, back to having a look at that Williams, trying to get into 2nd place while Jacques Villeneuve seems to pull away again. And Schumacher again having a look, but this is all about trying to get that move done, but it appears that this Melbourne circuit is certainly not easy to overtake on. We haven't seen any. We've only seen Irvine stall at the start. Very unfortunate for the Ulsterman. Thought he was going to make a great start. There's Barrichello having a look at Salo, but Salo will fend that off. And like we say, very unfortunate for Irvine in a Ferrari because he had a chance to beat Schumacher today, but it's not happened. And Villeneuve is still leading Hill and Schumacher as they come into the final corner. Jacques Villeneuve, is he going to win on his Formula 1 debut? It looks like it's going to happen. Damon Hill pulling out for a final look, but not enough ground to make up, and Jacques Villeneuve wins the Australian Grand Prix from Damon Hill and Michael Schumacher. The Drivers' Championship then, Villeneuve 10, Hill 6, Schumacher 4, the Constructors, Williams 16, Ferrari 4, Benetton 3, McLaren 2, Tyrrell 1. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and take care.